Okay, so now that we found some products to sell, it's time to create our Shopify store, add those products, and start to sell them. Now, when we create a store, we're also going to get winning products with that store, but we're always going to do product research and keep adding more and more winners and get more sales and profit. And yes, there is nothing like getting a haircut in the middle of a video. Okay, so how do we create a Shopify store and how do we do it in the most cost-effective way? So there's a couple of ways. The long way to do it, which will consume a lot of time, is to simply go to Shopify, create your account, and start building your store from scratch. The downside is you're going to get a store that looks like this. And you really have to start from scratch here, creating all the logos, cover images, all of the apps that will help boost your sales and increase your average order value, and the abandoned carts and everything. Simply setting everything from start is going to take way too much time. But today in 2026, we don't need to do that anymore because we have the power of artificial intelligence, things that we didn't have in the previous years. And so that is why today dropshipping really is in beginner mode. So there are two ways to get your store done for you. The first one is through buildyourstore.ai, which I will be demonstrating in this video. That's how I'm going to create my store. And if you have AutoDS, then you can also create your store or get your store created for you directly from the AutoDS platform. So that is also here in the cheat sheet. So I have both methods right here. So if you want to go with the build your store flow, you can see it all step by step over here, which I will be demonstrating in this video anyway. And if you want to do it through AutoDS because you already have the system, just click on that in the cheat sheet and it'll take you through the AutoDS build your store explanation step by step. Both of these methods will run it through the build your store technology. So if you want to do it from the website or directly from AutoDS, it's completely up to you. And if you already have a store, just make sure it's connected to AutoDS and skip to step 3, where we jump to Shopify store settings after we get our pre-built store with the winning products. So the two ways of getting a Shopify store today is one, creating it from scratch and getting a blank store and doing it all from the beginning. And the second is getting a pre-built dropshipping store pre-made for you from the power of artificial intelligence. Now, these stores come packed with winning products with a premium Shopify theme, premium apps to make sure that the customers check out. You're also going to get your own free .store domain name and so much extra perks and bonuses. And this is all for free. So not only are you going to get this store, not only are you going to get the winning products and premium themes and everything else, we're also going to put it all on autopilot with automation. So if I'm speaking Chinese to you at the moment, just bear with me and see the power of technology, artificial intelligence, and how that can create a winning, converting Shopify dropshipping store for you. So let me show you how this is done. The first way to do it is to head over to buildyourstore.ai. The second way to do it, if you're using AutoDS, you don't even need to go to the website. You can do it all from within the system. So I'm going to do it from the website, assuming that you don't have AutoDS, but if you do, simply go to the system, click right here on the top left, click on Add Store, then you're going to go with Shopify Store where it says Build with AI, click on Continue, and then click right here, use AI to generate a pre-built Shopify store. You're going to click on continue, then go on to the banner selection and everything else according to the flow. But as I mentioned, I'm going to do it from the website. If you decide to do it from AutoDS or from the website, it doesn't matter. We're all going to get a store at the end. It's going to be connected to automation, and I will continue to the next steps. So whatever method you choose, you can do it now with me as you're watching this video, or wait until the end and watch it and take it step by step. So whatever method you want to go with, I'm going to go ahead and get started right now, and we'll all be at the same pace. Okay, so let's start. I'm at buildyourstore.ai. I'm going to click right here where it says build my free store, or over here, it doesn't really matter. But one second before that, just so you know, Build Your Store has more technologies that it can help you with. It has a Shopify theme detector. So if you're doing some market research, this will help you understand if your competitors are using Shopify themes as well. And the second, which I'm also going to use here, is a Shopify business name generator. That's going to help us create a name for our store. And again, it's all for free. So let's go ahead and get that done. Maximum efficiency, minimum expenses. So I clicked on Get My Free Store, and the first thing that I'm going to do is fill in the information that's required. So what's your full name, email address, and create a designated password. Okay, next step in the flow, pick a niche. So we already did our product research, so we pretty much know what niche we're going to go with. If you still don't know, you can go ahead and click on I'm not sure, and you'll just get a niche chosen for you. And you can always change all these settings later. So even if I choose a niche and decide to change it later, that's always possible. Okay, so in my case, it was a humidifier and water guns. So that goes around electronics and gadgets. So I'm going to go with that niche. And the next step is to choose banners for your homepage. So here you want to choose a couple of banners. And again, all this stuff can get changed later, but as long as you start with something, because this will serve as the foundation of our business. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this one and click on Done. Now in the next step of the flow, it says create your Shopify account. So here we're going to click here where it says Access Shopify, and it's going to open Shopify in a new tab. Okay, so watch what happens as soon as I click on it. Okay, so new tab, and this is to start the Shopify trial. Now, here's the thing. This may change from time to time, and by the time you're watching this video, it could be different. But Shopify is currently giving us 3 months for $1 per month. That is a great deal considering that the basic plan starts at around $39 per month. So instead of paying $120 after 3 months, we're only going to pay $3, and that only starts 3 days from now. So currently the offer is get 3 days of Shopify absolutely for free, and then $1 per month for 3 months. Now, by the time the 3 months are over, you're already making enough sales and profit to cover the expenses of the regular basic plan, which is more than enough. But we're going to go over pricing later because there's no reason we're not pricing anything at the moment. So the first thing that I'm going to do is enter my email address. And now it's creating a free Shopify trial account for me. So I clicked on Start Free Trial, and now I'm greeted with this screen. So, okay, you can start your free trial. My location is up here, email and designated password. So we already created an email and password a couple minutes ago. That was for the Build Your Store flow. This time it's for the Shopify trial account. So I'm going to click right here where it says Create Shopify Account. And in the next step, it's asking me, where would you like to sell? We don't need to do any of this. We're just going to click right here where it says Skip Customized Setup. And now it's asking us to opt in for a Shopify plan. Now, we're going to have to do this anyway, but for now, you can go ahead and click on Skip, I'll decide later, because we want to get our new Shopify dashboard. So I'm going to click on Skip, I'll decide later. Okay, now it says you're all set. And my trial has started. So here is my new Shopify dashboard. It's still a blank store. I didn't get the AI to generate the store for me yet. We're still at the beginning of the process or towards the middle, but we do have a Shopify dashboard and it looks like this. So remember how I said that all of this is opening in a new tab? So this is the tab that we were working on. But if we go back to the previous tab, that was the Build Your Store tab. So we can see that right now the Done button is green. It was gray earlier because we didn't access Shopify yet. But now that it's done, we clicked on Access Shopify and we created our free trial account. We can go back to this tab and this time click on Done. Now the next step is to link our Shopify store to this page. This makes sure that the Build Your Store website knows to link to our dashboard so they'll know that this is where they need to install the new store. So I went back to the Shopify dashboard. I'm going to hover over the URL. I'm going to copy it, head back to the Build Your Store flow, and paste it right here where it says Store URL. Then we're going to click on Save. And once that's done, click on Done. Okay, the next step is to grab your Shopify discount. So what does this mean? It means that now we're going to pay our first $1 to Shopify, and that will be charged in a few days from now when the free plan is over, and that's going to be good for a month. And then, like I said, $1 for every month for the next 3 months. If you still have this deal by the time you're watching this video, take advantage of it because Shopify can change this at any given time to 1 free month or not give anything for free. This changes from time to time, so take advantage of it while you can. So now we're going to click here where it says Access Shopify, and that's going to open this in a new tab. So it takes us back to the Shopify dashboard to the payment settings so that we can subscribe to the Shopify basic plan. So we can see right here while I'm recording this video, I'm not going to pay anything. And in a month and a few days from now, I'm going to pay $1 per month for 3 months. And only after that, so in 3 months and a few days from now, I'm going to start paying for the basic plan. By then I'm making sales and profit. It's all good. We're going to be in the money zone in month number 1. But this is how much time they give you to get your store ready for sales. And with the tools and knowledge that I pass on to you in this video, you're going to be making sales on month number 1. Okay, so now we're going to pay that $1 trial. So fill in your information and pay with credit card or PayPal. So let me get that done on my side. And once everything is filled in, we're going to click here on subscribe. And this will be the next screen. You've successfully subscribed, and now you need to provide your business address. So if you don't have some physical business address that you can use, you don't really need to. You can even use your home address. And if and when you decide to create your own business and you have a business address, you can always edit this later. Okay, so I'm going to fill in my business information and then click Save Business Address. Now this will take you back to your Shopify dashboard. The only difference is now we're not running any trial accounts. We're still on our $1 per month for 3 months, but we have subscribed to Shopify. So let's go back to the Build Your Store flow. And since we're already done getting our Shopify discount, we clicked on Access Shopify, we entered our CC info, we paid that $1, which starts in a few days. Now we're going to click here where it says Done. The next step is to install the Build Your Store app. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Install App. And as you see, now it's opening in the same tab. So it looks like the Build Your Store flow suddenly disappeared, but don't worry, it'll redirect you back to it. So in this tab that it opened, install the AI Store Builder app inside your Shopify dashboard. Go ahead and click on Install. Now it took me back to the Build Your Store flow. So this is the tab that we always want to have open. Now check this out. There is a new upgrade today, which wasn't available just a few days ago, but now it is. So there is a special offer to get a 1-product store. Again, guys, by the time you're watching this video, I hope that we still have this deal. But right now it's being discounted at $97, where you're going to get an expert design store already ready to launch with proven copywriting, with a sales funnel, fast US shipping with good suppliers, and winning ads. So this is if you want to go with a 1-product professional store. In this case, I'm going to continue with the free beginner store because, like I said, I want you guys to have the most cost-effective method, and I don't want you to spend any money until you start to make money. You will reinvest the money that you're making from your business back into the business where it can start to grow and flourish. And if you want to go with the 1-product store, that is great. If you've got the budget for it, it'll help you take extra shortcuts. But if you want to start for free, go ahead with Beginner Store, where we're going to get the free Shopify theme, preloaded products, pre-designed banners, a premium theme, and everything else that I talked about. It's good enough to start, good enough to make sales and profit and scale from there. So we're going to go with Basic Store and click here where it says Continue with the Basic Store. Okay, then here, yes, skip, and I'll do all the work by myself. Don't worry, that's what you got me for. And then here where it says Make Your Store Unique, click Customize My Store. This is where the installation takes place. So up until now, Build Your Store, which by the way is a daughter company of AutoDS, it's one of the byproducts. So up until now, it got the information of what type of store we want to build, and it knows where our store resides, the Shopify dashboard link, and it already installed the app. So now it just needs to install the store from all the data that it collected up until now. So we're going to click on Customize My Store. And now it's finally installing our brand new AI pre-made dropshipping store with winning products and everything else. So we're going to give it a minute to finish. Then we're going to check out our brand new store. So it took less than a minute. And now it says add top selling products. So now is the time where we can connect AutoDS to our store. And this is where all of the automation begins. Okay, so what we're going to do here is scroll to the bottom. And we're going to click here where it says register to AutoDS. Now, if you already have an AutoDS account, then you can go ahead and click register to AutoDS, log into your account, and then come back to this step. So the only expense you had so far was to pay $1 to Shopify and you got a free pre-made store. That's already worth hundreds of dollars. And now the second part is to add automation, because without automation, you cannot scale. And if you want to skip automation, you can. I mean, you can try, but there's not going to be any significant growth and no big profits coming in because you're going to spend all day doing the same repetitive tasks instead of growing your network. And with someone with over 8 years of experience, once you go automation, you will not go back to anything else that was there before. All right, so go ahead and try it out. It's just $1 and you're going to get it for 14 days. Try before you buy and you'll see that you're going to stick around with it, especially if you learn all the things that it really can and will do, which I will show you in this video in the store that I'm creating right here. So I'm going to click here where it says register to AutoDS, and it's already going to log me into my account because I already have an AutoDS account. So if you don't, you will be taken to the register page, create your account, choose Shopify as your selling channel, and pay that $1 trial. Okay, then you're going to come back to the build your store flow and click on done. Quick reminder, if at any time you close the Build Your Store website, even if by accident, just go back to buildyourstore.ai and log in with the credentials that you created in the beginning when you registered to build your store, and it'll take you back to the same step where you left off on. Okay, so I added AutoDS. The next step, your Shopify store is finally live. So now the only thing that you need to do is remove the password for your Shopify store. This will open it up to the public for everyone to see. So we can go ahead and do that right now, even if you haven't seen your website, even if you haven't added the winning products that you found during product research, you can still unlock your store. Don't worry, nobody's going to know about it until you actually start to do marketing. So I'm going to click right here where it says store password, and that's going to take me to the place where I can toggle off the store password, as we can see right here. Okay, so this is password protection. Here I'm going to toggle it off, and don't forget to save right up here. Okay, now my online store is open to everyone. So if I go back to the build your store flow, I can go ahead and click on done right here. And you can also click on access my store if you want to see your store. So you know what? Let's do that for a minute. Check out the store that we got. Then we're going to come back here and get our free .store domain. But let's just check out our store for a second. So I'm going to leave the build your store tab open and open my Shopify dashboard. So here I'm going to click on view store. And welcome to your brand new dropshipping website. Let's take a quick look before we continue. So we've got a nice announcement banner up here. Of course, we can change the text and we're going to do all of that later. We got a nice little upper banner up here, play your world, unleash crisp, clear sound. So this of course is tailored to tech gadgets. And as I scroll down, we can see some nice items and text. Everything is aligned really well. We've got a nice little brand feeling going on, a nice little flow. We've got this light blue over here with seasonal sale. Don't miss out on our hot deals. Be the first to know about new collections, exclusive offers. So this of course gives the customers a chance to enter their email address, which we can then use later on for email marketing. We'll talk about that when we get to marketing. Why choose us? Innovative design, high quality sound. So here, of course, we are getting the customer's trust. And as we continue scrolling down, again, guys, all of this is for free. Absolutely amazing. We've got an embedded video, what our clients say, so testimonials. Of course, you guys can change anything and everything, and a contact form as we scroll down so they can contact you from the homepage over here. More about us and quick links, which we don't have much going on there. Social media links, we are going to update that as we go and in this video, of course. So that is the homepage. Looks nice, optimized. It's got brand colors, brand design, everything that we can also change later. We can keep all of this, we can change it, we can do whatever we want. But as long as we got the foundation, it's just so much easier to start this way. Now, if I click on catalog, it'll take me to my products page. This has all the products that we have currently on the website. So I'm going to scroll down. There was some nice text, a video, and here are the products themselves. So these are 10 winning products that I got from the system, from the AI tool that picked these products for this store. Now, this is already phase 1 of product research that was done for me, but I also did my own product research, and I'm going to continue doing product research because this is what's going to help me continue building my business. When I focus on the things that help me with growth, which is product research, and put everything else on automation, which I'll show you how to do, this is your formula, this is your key to success. Of course, there's a lot more that comes to it. We're going to go through all the steps, pricing, optimization, automations, and everything that comes along with it. But right now, we got all of this in just a few minutes of work. This is a huge advantage that we did not have a year ago and definitely did not have back in the day. Okay, so we've got our home page, we got our products page, and let's just see how optimized the products are. So let me enter one of the products, and let's also see how optimized the product pages are. So if a customer enters one of our product pages, this is how it looks right now. So we've got this Bluetooth sleep headband over here as an example. This is one of the products that was added by buildyourstore.ai. So this is what the product page looks like. We've got the images right here on the left side. We've got the title here, which is already an optimized title. Everything here, premium theme, premium apps and everything else. But this is not the title that you're getting from your suppliers. If you search for this on one of your suppliers like AliExpress, you're going to get a bad looking title, a whole bunch of random keywords crammed up together. So we got the two variations here as well, gray and black, a bulleted list with some nice features, a bundle deal. So of course, if the customers buy more, they will save. And they can also choose different variations when they purchase a multiple quantity. Okay, so there's a discount offer here. Don't worry about the pricing. Don't worry about the deals. We're going to change all of that later. But even now, if a customer checks out, you're still going to be in the profit zone. We've got the add to cart, buy it now buttons. You've also got the shipping estimate done for you over here. Customer testimonials. Just look at all of these premium things going on. And all of this helps convert more sales. Okay, you got the product description right here and a nice little FAQ right below. Okay, so this is great for customers who have questions. They don't need to reach out to you because they're getting the answers right here. And this also helps with Google SEO when crawling your website and recommending your site to people who are searching Google for products that are similar to the ones that you have in your website as well. Okay, while you love it, be sure of your choice. You've got more convincing texts over here, a nice little comparison chart showing the difference between your brand and others, more about us, and more things that we will change soon, like the navigation menu, the footer menu, and the header menu, all of that which we're going to get to. But right now, I just want you to be visually surprised with everything that you're getting, all for free, or sorry, for $1 that you had to pay Shopify, and $1 for AutoDS, $2, but now you've got automation, you've got a really good looking store ready to start making sales. Okay, so that is the website, but I still want to secure my domain name because right now it's ihs2ku we.myshopify.com. Nobody's going to enter or want to enter a website that looks like that. So we're going to get our own free .store domain. Yes, for free. So we're going to go back to the Build Your Store flow right here, and we need to enter our desired domain name, which we don't know what it is yet. So at this point, you want to get an idea of a domain name and also a business name because we've got more things to do. We need to configure our store settings. Like if I click here on Online Store and Preferences, we need to give our homepage a title. We need a meta description. We need to add a logo image so that if we share our website on social media, we'll see a nice title and the logo. And of course, this helps SEO. This helps search engine optimization. Google wants to know, what is our website's title? What is our website all about? This is how it's going to learn about it. These are the first steps that we want to take, but we don't know what our name is yet. So that is why we've got the Build Your Store business name generator. So if I head back to buildyourstore.ai in a different tab, of course, and I'm going to hover over here where it says tools and click on Shopify business name generator. Let's generate a name right now on the fly. So describe your business idea or intent. So right here in the chat field, I'm going to write something like tech and gadgets store. Click on generate now. Okay, let it think for a couple of seconds. And I've got some names that I can use here. So let's choose one of them. Let's see what we got. Gadget Galaxy, Tech Nest, the Gadget Loft, Smart Sphere, Tech Haven. And if you don't like anything, you can click on Let's Start Over. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. You can change some things around in the keywords if you want. So you can hover over it and click on Get Name, but it's going to take you back to the Build Your Store flow. So here, just get the ideas, okay, the names, and then try to generate that on the domain name page. So let's try something with Gadget Galaxy. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the Build Your Store flow that told me secure your free domain. And here I'm going to write Gadget Galaxy. And let's see if this domain name is available. So gadgetgalaxy.store. We're going to click on save. Uh-oh, this name is already taken. So it's giving me some other names that I can use, but let me try something else. How about gadgetsgalaxy.store? Let's try to see if that's available. Already also taken. So I'm just going to give this a few more tries. People are registering domains all the time. So of course we might not get it on the first try. Okay, I got one. So it's going to be gadgetworlds.store. That's it. I got it available. I hope no one's jealous. I'm going to click right here where it says continue. Now I'm going to create credentials. for the domain host. Okay, you're going to get this in an email later on that you register to build your store, and the email that you're using here as well with your credentials. So make sure that you're saving all of this, because you're going to need this in a year from now when the free domain is over, and you're going to pay around $5 a month to continue maintaining and keeping this domain. Okay, but don't worry, in a year from now, you're already way into the sales and profit zone. Okay, so password, generate one for yourself, and go ahead and click on create account. Okay, great. So when that's all said and done, so this is our new domain, gadgetworlds.store. And now we simply need to connect this new domain to our store. So the way to do that, we're going to click right here where it says connect now, and take into consideration that the domain will actually be registered in about 24 hours after you take this step. So do this now, and tomorrow when you enter that new website address in the URL box in your browser, it's going to work. So once I clicked from the build your store flow, it took me to the domain section of my Shopify website. Okay, if you don't know where that is, you can just go to your dashboard, click on settings here on the bottom left, and on the left side, click on domains. And here we don't need to buy a new domain because we got one for free. So we're going to click on connect existing domain, and here type in the URL that you registered. If you forgot it or it's too long, just head back to the build your store flow. It's right here where it says enter your desired domain name. You're just going to click right here where it says copy. Head back to Shopify where it was on the connect existing domain pop-up and paste it right here. Okay, so in my case, of course, it's gadgetworlds.store. I'm going to click on next. Okay, and that is pretty much done. In about 24 hours time, come back to this menu and see that it works. You can go to your new domain and it will open up your new website. Okay, so now that we've secured our .store domain, we're pretty much done with the build your store flow. You can click on done. Thank you very much, Build Your Store, for providing me with a brand new Shopify dropshipping website with winning products, premium theme, and everything else that we have going on there. Now, if you registered for a new AutoDS account while you were in the build your store flow, then most likely your store was already added to AutoDS. So if you open up AutoDS right now, you should see your store name right here on the left side. You can update your store name because in the beginning it was just letters and numbers that you get from Shopify. So you can simply rename your store by clicking on 3 dots and click on rename and write the name of your new store. So in my case, I already had an AutoDS account as you saw in the flow, so I'll need to add my new Build Your Store store. So if you're on AutoDS and you click on the stores here on the top left, and you go down to Shopify and you don't see that your store was added here, you're going to click on Add Store, Shopify Store, Continue, and here I already have a Shopify store. I just want to connect it to AutoDS. I'm going to do that in my case because the connection wasn't done since I already had an AutoDS account. So I'm going to click here on continue. Then I'm going to click here on install. Of course, the app doesn't cost me any money because I'm already a registered member of AutoDS. And it took me here to install the AutoDS app. So I'm going to click on install. And now you can see here on the left side, I'm just going to pin it to my navigation. So you can see that the AutoDS app was added to my Shopify store. So now what's going to happen is I'm going to be able to sync my store and everything will be synchronized between AutoDS and my new Shopify store, adding products from the marketplace, from the handpicked products hub, price and stock monitoring, order automation, creating sourcing requests, connecting with private suppliers, and everything else that I'm going to show you in this video. So while I'm still building my store, we can see now from the AutoDS menu that my new store was added. Okay, so if I go down here, okay, so it's these letters and numbers. Of course, I need to rename my store. And in my case, I called my domain Gadget Worlds. So that's what I'm going to rename my store right here. This is internal, nobody can see it. So this is Gadgets Store. Okay, so that's the name of the store. This is the only one that I want to monitor at the moment. So I'm going to unclick the rest of my stores. Yes, you can have multiple stores, multiple selling channels to AutoDS. And I'm going to click on update so that I can only view this store. All right, so that's AutoDS. We're going to come back here. We're going to do a lot of more work here while we're building our store and putting everything on automation. But for now, let's head back to our Shopify dashboard and get the initial store settings done. So yes, we do have a store. Yes, we can check it out. But there are still some things that we need to get done, like the store name, the business name, things that I showed you, and things that I still haven't showed you yet. For example, we need to set the store currency. If we want to sell to the US market, it's okay to work with the USD currency, but what if we want to work with Australia and New Zealand and Europe and other countries around the world? We want those audiences to see their local currency because they simply won't feel comfortable paying in different currencies. So we're going to get to all of these store settings, the shipping zones, the warehouse locations, and also, of course, the payments, because we need to get paid somehow. When the customers check out on our website, we want them to have the option to check out with credit card. We want them to have the option to check out with PayPal. So we need to set all of that up. So that's the next step. We're going to configure our initial store settings. Then we're going to add the new products that we found during our product research phase. Then we're going to import new winning products to our store. Then I'm going to market those products, get them to start selling, and continue showing you the whole process from A to Z.